then the last thing in section 1.5 is going back and revisiting the properties of logarithms that I'm sure you remember from your pre-calculus. So first, just a couple of inverse properties. The log base a of x is the inverse of y is equal to a to the x, and y equals e to the ln of x is the inverse of y is equal to the ln of e to the x. Some general properties or rules that we follow for logs. Remember, the product rule says if we're taking the log of x times y, that's equivalent to the log of x plus the log of y. The quotient rule says the log of our quotient of x divided by y is equivalent to the log of x minus the log of y. And our power rule says the log of a function raised to a power, we're allowed to just drag that power down in front, and that's equal to y times the log of x. Next we have our change of base formula. Log base a of x, that's equivalent to the natural log of x divided by the natural log of a. And then simply if we have the log base a of negative x, that's equal to the negative of the natural log of x divided by the natural log of a. And then over here, just some identities and some handy dandy good information for you to remember. The natural log of e to the x is just x. The natural log of e is 1. The natural log of 0 doesn't really exist. It runs off to negative infinity. And also a raised to the log base a of x is equivalent simply to x. Those are sort of inverses of one another, and they're going to undo each other. A to the log of a is just going to give us x. So we're going to put some of these inverse properties to use, and we're going to solve these equations here for x. So letter A, we have the natural log of x is equal to 3t plus 5. Well, if I want to get rid of the natural log, the inverse of natural log is e, so what we're going to do is we're going to exponentiate each side. So we're going to raise ln of x and 3t plus 5. We're going to make those the exponents of e. So e to the ln of x is equal to e to the 3t plus 5. And then we know e to the ln of x is nothing more than x. So x equals e to the 3t plus 5 because of the inverse property right here of e and natural log. All right, and letter B, e to the 2x equals 10. Well, if I want to get rid of an e, I know inverse of e is natural log, so I'm going to take the natural log of each side. The natural log of e to the 2x is equal to the natural log of 10. And the natural log of e to the 2x, the natural log and the e sort of cancel one another out. And that leaves me with 2x equals the natural log of 10. We're going to do some algebra on that. We're going to solve for x by dividing each side by 2. So the natural log of 10 divided by 2 is approximately 1.15. Okay, and that's using our inverse log properties. So not too bad. Hopefully you should remember those things from pre-calc. And then the very last thing we're going to do is we're going to graph a base A log function. This is can be found on page 42 of your textbook. This is example 5. And the function we want to graph is f of x is equal to the log base 2 of x. So let me go ahead and bring up my Inspire just to show you how to do one of these. I'll get rid of the last thing I did. And I want to graph. And I want to graph, oh, I cannot remember. Let's see, what is it? Oh, log base 2 of x. Okay, log base 2. So to get log, I have to hit Control. And then right here, this 10 to the x you can see in blue is the log. So I pull that up, and this is going to allow me to enter a logarithm of any base. So log in this first square, we're going to fill in log base 2 of x. And I'm going to hit enter. There we go. There's simply a graph of f of x is the log base 2 of x. Very simple once you know where to find all the things on our calculator here. So let's go back. There we are. There's that same picture that we just saw. So again, that's just a quick review of the properties of logs and their graphs. And very quickly, we are at the end of section 1.5. Here is your homework assignment on page 44. We're going to do 1 through 15, the odds. Next, we're going to do 21, 23, 27, 30, 33, 35, 37, 39, 41, 43, and 48. Sort of a strange assortment of questions, but I think it covers all of the things we need to remind you of about inverses and one-to-one and log properties. So good luck. Let me know if you need help, and I will see you back for the final section of our summer review, which is section 1.6, where we're going to be discussing trig functions. Okay, we'll see you soon.